What is going on, everybody? My name is Airfaded and welcome back to another drag tune video. Today for you guys I have the 2016 Cadillac ATS-V. Now when you think of Cadillacs and Forza, you probably think of the CTS-V. The ATS-V has always kind of been known as the little brother to the CTS-V, but in Forza this actually makes more horsepower than the CTS-V does. That little V6 underneath the hood really does pack a punch, making over 900 horsepower and weighing in a little under 2,900 pounds. So very solid modern muscle car here, and let's not waste any more time and hop into the build. Alright, so hopping on in here to conversion, you cannot swap the engine in this car, so you are going to be stuck with that V6 underneath the hood, which isn't a bad thing for sure. Leaving it rear-wheel drive, and then we're not adding this this atrocious little hill climb body kit here. That thing is crazy. For the aero, nothing to change on the front or the rear. You can add a big race swing to go with that massive body kit if you would like. Tires here, we have drag tires, nothing in the front, and then fully upgraded to 325s in the rear, as well as kicking out that rear and front track width. And then for the wheels, you can go with whatever wheel you would like. I went with the Koenig Daylights here. Very solid wheel in my opinion. Hopping over to the drivetrain here, we have the race clutch, the race transmission, the race driveline, and the drift differential, which allows you to shift just a little bit faster than the race differential does. Platform and handling here, we have the race brakes, we have rally springs and dampers, front and rear anti-roll bars upgraded to race, and then full race weight reduction. And then finally for the engine, we're just going to be fully building this thing, everything from the intake to the ignition, valves, all of that good stuff. Just go ahead and fully build it. This V6 can handle it, I promise you. And at the end here, you'll be sitting at, let's see, 914 horsepower, weighing in at 2,881 pounds. So pretty solid for a V6 twin turbo engine there, making 900 horsepower. So yeah, let's take this thing out to the track now, and I'll show you guys the tune. Alright, so now we're at the track. Let's go ahead and dive into the tune for you guys here. So for the tire pressure, we have 30 in the front, 15 in the rear. For the gearing, we have a 243 final drive, and then we have 430, 274, 195, 148, 118, and 96. If you're going the quarter mile with this tune, you'll only be using the 4 gears, but everything past that in 5th and 6th still holds the power nicely. For the alignment here, we have 0s across the board, and then 7 for the front caster angle. Anti-roll bars all the way stiff in the front and the rear. For the springs here, we have all the way soft in the front, and then 521 in the rear, as well as maxed out ride height. For the rebound stiffness, we have 1 in the front, 12 in the rear, and then for the bump stiffness, we have 12 in the front and the rear. Nothing to change on the aero or the brakes, and then for the differential we have it set to 100 and 100. So that is the tune for you guys. Let me show you guys how to launch this thing real quick. Always make sure to get those tires nice and warm, always definitely helpful. It's a little hard to get the tires rolling on this tune here. You gotta kind of tap the clutch and mess with it a little bit to get there you go, get the tires eventually spinning there. But this is also a 4K launch tune, so you'll want to make sure you can 4K launch this thing. If you don't know how to, basically you just gotta have to roll up and stop, and then once you get that cycle, once you can accelerate and get that RPM gauge to kind of cycle through, you can hold the clutch in and it'll hold at a little over 4,000 RPMs, and then you just go ahead and release. And you can see it does a little bit of a wheelie there, and then you can see it go through all the gears nice and easily here, holding the power even through 5th as we come across that speed trap there. But yeah, very nice launch. I'll show you guys once again how to do it. It's a little tricky in this game to get the 4K launch to go consistently, because sometimes you can pull up And let me give you an example. Sometimes you'll pull up and you can't tap the clutch and cycle through the gears. So basically the only solution I've personally found is just kind of roll backwards and roll back up and just try to stop nice and firmly. And then you'll be able to kind of get that gear cycle to go again. And then lifts up those front tires, as you can see, nice and easily. So very solid build for this V6 twin turbo to little brother to the CTS-V, if you will, but still a very cool car. Let me show you what it would run to the quarter mile here. If you don't know how to find the quarter mile, or how I kind of calculate it here, is set the waypoint to the speed trap at the end, line up 440 yards away, which is just about where this pole is here, and then you just go ahead and throw up a timer and launch. And there you have it, 157 across that quarter mile speed trap. A nice 8-second time on the screen for you guys. With that power to weight that this thing makes, it's not too bad of a time, all things considered. And yeah, just a very solid little modern muscle car here. So let me take this thing over to the bridge real quick, and I'll show you guys what it would do in a roll race setting. So we're gonna pull up here, and we're probably gonna start the 40 roll in second gear, since first gear is pretty much at the end of 40. So you see it's a little slower of a start just because we're starting in second gear, but still not too bad here, as we'll come across this speed trap at 166.02. So not too bad of a car there. One of the faster V6s I think in the game, no doubt about it. And yeah, just a very cool Cadillac ATS-V build for you guys. So if you guys did enjoy this one, be sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment on any other builds you'd like to see. Be on the lookout the rest of this week on my channel. I was a little slacking last week with some IRL stuff going on, so I'm gonna really pump out some videos this week, get you guys some tunes. Still got a tuning tips and tricks video on the way soon. Just got to kind of figure that out and really give you guys the best info I can. So yep, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.